And this is our last one for the day. If you've made it this far, you are ready to lay out and put together. But some of us are having a bit of trouble with, I think Elaine calls them a combination quarter square triangle. So what I'm going to show you right before I show you my layout and finish, which I have feverishly been sewing on for the last 3 hours, I'm going to show you how I put together those quarter square combination, whatever they're called. And these are the ones in the arrow blocks, the blue and white blocks that I showed you, and then the 3 colored blocks as well. I start with a half square triangle, but if you'll come to the cutting table, I'll show you. Okay, I start with the largest square that I gave you in the cutting. This one is going to end up in a 12.5 inch block. So this right now is 5.25 inches, okay? I started like a half square triangle and I sewed it together using 2 stitches, okay? 1/4 inch to the left and 1/4 inch to the right of the line. And now is where the funny stuff comes in, okay? Because I'm actually going to cut not on my line first. I'm going to cut on both diagonals, even though I only sewed on one. And remind me to put a new blade in here. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to actually cut on that line. Okay, so you should have a unit that looks like this, that's still only sewed on those one side of the triangle. Okay, so when we open these, we actually have a 2-colored triangle. Okay, and it really doesn't matter that one goes one way and one goes the other way, unless I tell you that that matters. But in this purpose, for this purpose, it doesn't. Okay, and then you're going to cut the other one that you've already cut on the diagonal, which would be, in this case, if this is 4 7/8 cut on one diagonal, we are going to mate that with the other fabric, just like that. Okay, and either one will work because we can always rotate that block in any way possible. Okay, so either one will work in either place. Okay, just putting that up there to show you that you still have 3/4 of a neutral and 1/4 of a print. This one 3/4 of a print and 1/4 of a neutral. It's really simple. If you have trouble doing it that way, then cut your 5.25 or that biggest square on 2 diagonals, both diagonals to start with, and then just always remember to start at your 90 degree and sew down to the corner, and that will still give you the same triangle. Okay, a lot of times when it matters which is which, the left or the right goes on which side, then I will tell you, please stitch with the focus on top, or please stitch with the background on top. And that's going to help you then have this in the correct position if we're not doing it where it doesn't matter. For these, it didn't matter, so we were going to do them that way. Okay? Do I need to answer questions? Okay. So from here, I am actually going to take you to my bedroom. And hopefully the dogs haven't ruined it, but I've thrown the flimsy up on top of my bed for you to see. No, it's... Okay, guys, off, off, off. Thank you. Ken, get down, baby. Come here. Come on. And there it is in all of its glory. You have everything done. I just want to show you one more thing while he's giving you that tour. I'll be right back, honey. Oopsie, I'm running. He's staying. Okay, just wanted to show you one more thing. When I do these, can I lay this here? Is that okay? When I do these on point, it is hard to tell for you to see these lines, okay? Turning it on point means it's no longer, we're not working on the square. We're actually turning, stitch, come on. We're turning it into a diamond instead of a square, okay? And it is a bit more tricky. So I lay my ruler across each row of blocks. So that first block is up here in this corner. You can see that first block. I've got a smaller triangle on the corner, and then each side has one of the larger triangles to start to give it that square shape. This one was designed such that you can make two at a time. You can do this top and this bottom, they're exactly alike. Then this row and this row are exactly alike. So if you just keep making two as you come in, you're only going to have one center row that's the odd man out. So you're going to have two that look like that. See, I've put my ruler over the center one so you can see how those are completely symmetrical and even. So when you sort it out how it's meant to lay, just do two of them and then put the center block in. And I actually made the center block the same way. I made it starting at each end and I came in to the center. Really easy. The only thing that I want to warn you about is on your compasses. They're going to need to see the compasses. On your compasses, you have your background and you have your focus fabric. It gives it two different looks. In the look on the bed, I've got my background fabric touching all the way around, and it kind of gives it this exploding star look. In this picture, I have these compasses pointing the other way, and it gives it a completely different look just by spinning these four compasses. Whichever look you like better, they are both on the page because I took the picture, I spun it, and I took the picture again. So if you see this on the Clue 4, which is on the website, you're going to see it both ways. So you can see which way you like it better, and that would be really your biggest hassle maybe, is just to make sure that you have those laying the way that you want them, whether you want the background touching, or if you want your focus to give it a little bit of a different twist. So that'll be completely up to you. I called it teacups because, tea party, because this, once we put it together, this looks kind of like the saucer and this kind of like the cup. Almost called it smelling like roses, but then it looks more like tulips than roses. So I had a hard time naming it. But in the end, I feel like it's an amazing design. You are absolutely just going to love putting it together. It is a little after 6 o'clock here now. I will be up and in the studio for probably another hour or two. If you have any trouble, I know that a lot of you are already in bed, but anybody west of me, if you have trouble, just let me know and I'll help you as best as I can. I hope you love this as much as I do. I actually can't wait to get this one into duvet form so I can get it on my bed. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. And I hope that little tutorial at the beginning helped you sort out those. That would have been this block here and this block here, actually, that we worked on. Okay, so easy peasy. Once you see it, I think that you'll understand a little better. Okay, so have a great evening. Happy New Year. I cannot wait to have another tea party with you. I enjoy this so much. Have a great day. Have a great year. See you soon.